Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Alex here with Angling Sports Center, and we're back. The weekly fishing report. As always, announcements of what's going on here at the store this week and the next 2 weeks, I guess. Now, remember, tomorrow, February 29th. Yep, it's weird. It's a leap year, remember. So, we got a Snakehead seminar part 2. Cass is going to be here. A lot of other people are going to be here. It starts at 3:30 tomorrow, Saturday. And, just come in. We're going to have a tasting, too, for snakeheads. Remember, it's a tasting, not a full meal. So, we're going to have that at 3:30. Make sure you come in for that and just talk snakeheads. If you want to get into it, if you know what you're doing, but you just want to hang out and, get some more tips because, we learn a thing or two every day. Come in, 3:30. We're going to be sitting here talking snakeheads. So, come by for that. Now, March 7th and 8th, we got our spring kickoff event. Great sales throughout the store. Go on our website. We have all the details there. But we are going to have a couple guests Saturday the 7th. And then Sunday the 8th, we're going to have a DNR person come in. Eric from DNR, who's going to talk about the actual regulations for striped bass for this year. So come in so you know what's going on this year. We're also going to have Lenny from Fish Talk and Sean Kimbrough come in here, and we're going to have a discussion about, just fishing in general for striped bass and, how to make the best of it for this year. So come in for that. That's the 8th, March 8th, and, also get some great deals. Now let's get started with the fishing report. All right, so what's going on this week? Perch, yellow perch in specific. It's been pretty weird, up and down in a lot of rivers and a lot of areas. We had rain, we had wind. So not a lot of reports coming in, but before the rain and before all that happened, it was pretty steady in a couple of areas, especially here on the western shore. Now, a couple of the areas where it's actually been pretty good right now, as always, like we talked about, it's pretty much the Susquehanna area, Perryville, the mouth of the Susquehanna, the flats area there. A lot of guys catching a lot of fish, but it's been tough to get those keeper size. We've seen some massive ones there, but, you're not going to catch them if you're not out there. If you're fishing deeper water, make sure you use a couple of the heavier jigs here, 1/8. You can do tandems. I will say do tandems with minnows. Drop them down, jig them up in the ledges. 15, 20 foot of water, you're going to catch those yellow perch. Now, you don't necessarily need minnows. You can actually use some plastics. We got a whole bunch of different plastics, different sizes here. I personally like the Bass Assassin, or one of my favorites, the Bustum Stingers. Now, locally made. They're awesome. Catch all kinds of panfish. Put those on there. Use a little bit of scent, and you're going to catch them. Now, another spot that's been great right now has actually been the Magothy River. A lot of reports coming in from Beechwood. Decent fishing and a little, curveball there. Instead of catching yellows, you're catching white perch. Now, a lot of you are going to say, well, it's too early for white perch. You never know what you're going to catch up there. Those fish moves in schools. They swim. So, we do have white perch up there right now. Grass shrimp, small micro jigs, 1/64th, 1/32nd. That's going to be the key on a bobber. Make sure you give each other some space. It's a small area. Take some waders out there and take some minnows. There's pickerel in there too. A couple guys catching bass, and the pickerel fishing has pretty much jumped up pretty good all around the western shore areas of the Magothy and the Severn. So with that, let's talk about what's used for pickerel. Meps, love them. When in doubt, throw Meps. That's what I always say. Now, we just got in a whole bunch of our Rapala stuff in. A lot of my favorites here. X-Wraps on the smaller size. Yellow perch color. Of course, we're going to feed on yellow perch. That's what you want. A couple of the areas here where you're going to be finding pickerel also. Tuckahoe Creek, on the eastern shore, Greensboro. The typical spots we always talk about. And remember, we had that cold, the rain and all that, so it kind of pushed back the yellow perch in some areas. So focus on the middle points of the rivers or creeks, deeper water, deeper holes, anywhere between 10 to 20 foot of water. Anchor up and use a bottom rig to catch those yellow perch. Take some grass shrimp because there's also white perch around there. Martin Neck State Park over in Denton. A lot of reports of white perch again. Now, doesn't mean that's a full run of white perch right now. Temperature's having a little bit warmer, but it's not there yet. The yellow perch should be moving here in the next week or two. Remember, St. Patrick's Day has always been the actual time for you guys to go out there and catch those yellows. So it's not done yet. It's just getting started. Give it a week or two, and we're going to get in those fish. Now, besides that, guys in the power plant, nothing hot, nothing crazy, but there's a few big fish down in that area as always. You're going to have, a couple of those 40, 50-inch fish moving through that area. And the typical stuff, 1 ounce to 2 ounce jigs. You can use the 10-inch BKDs, 10-inch busting baits. Anything that you want between 7 and 10 inches on the soft plastic around the power plant. And even so, if you're not fishing the power plant, you don't want to go up all the way down south. Bait-rich pilings always hold fish. Fish the channel edges, scan throughout the area, and you will find some fish there. So, with that saying, snakeheads, of course, can't forget about the snakes. Good reports of people catching them in the warmer days. Now, Monday to the middle of the week, this upcoming week looks great with temperature. So I'm feeling like those snakes are going to come out and start biting a little bit. Live minnows is a key right now for what everybody's talking about. Typical spots out in Blackwater, all the bridges there. You will find them there. Be patient. Remember, they're not super cold water fish, so whenever the water warms up, I'm saying it's an afternoon bite, but you never know. So, with that saying, you can also use some chatterbaits. New from Diction Baits, it's a weedless chatterbait. You're not going to get hung up on there. So, that's going to be a great color. I personally like the white. You know what they say. When in doubt, just throw that white color, that chartreuse. So, throw this out there and they're going to be great. Now, that's it for your fishing report. Besides that, trout stocking is still continuing. Check the general website for that. A lot of spots in this central Maryland area have been stocked, so we got all that stuff going on. So that's it for your fishing report, guys. Send us your pictures. Give us a like on, Facebook, YouTube. Follow us on YouTube, all that good stuff. Send us your stuff to be featured. Now, besides that, tight lines out there, and don't forget to come for that Snakehead seminar and get some good deals in March 7 and 8. So that's it for your fishing report, guys. Have a good one.